Hey everyone, I'm Scott from Superphase, and this is our review of Mario Kart World for the Nintendo Switch 2 system. It's been a long wait since Mario Kart 8 Deluxe released for the first Switch back in April 2017, but a brand new console generation and karting craziness is here. Over the years we've wondered, what is the next level of Mario Kart? Is it simply adding more karts, courses, and other Nintendo IP to the mix? An even worse thought, did we already experience the zenith of this franchise? Nintendo posed another question. What if Mario Kart was open world? Well, we have the answer, but for some, there's more to consider. Mario Kart World arrives as a pack-in bundle for Nintendo's premium portable at $500 and as a standalone software for $80. If that price rattled you, there's a reason why. As of summer 2025, Mario Kart World is the most expensive first-party Nintendo game to ever release in North America. Naturally, players have questioned exactly what makes this entry in the series worthy of that price tag. Gears have shifted, but is this spin on the asphalt worth the asking price? At the end of the day, it comes down to the content and the experience. Mario Kart World contains 32 tracks with double the drivers per race at 24, new and reworked game modes that challenge some established norms, and a few surprise tweaks under the hood. There are familiar faces, some interesting newcomers, lots of unlockable costumes, 40 vehicles to choose from, and an assortment of weaponry that effectively spices up the kart-to-kart combat. You'll encounter gold shells that spit coins, raining fistfuls of hammers, Kamek orbs for some Koopa tricks, and yes, the blue shell is back to harvest more salty tears. But that's not all that's changed when it comes to road tricks. Now you can perform charge hops. With a little oomph and directional input, you can charge hop and grind on top of guardrails, roadside obstacles, and against horizontal surfaces. Grinding has the potential to get your racer into sneaky shortcuts, and interacting with the terrain adds a welcome layer of complexity to the familiar control set. Just weigh the risks accordingly, or it'll cost you. Other aspects of the experience have been simplified rather than expanded, and it serves the greater good. There is no vehicle customization in Mario Kart World outside of placing stickers on your ride. It was fun mixing and matching parts, but the assortment of cars, motorcycles, and ATVs all feel well tuned to play with each other on their own. Thanks to this, racing online is more accessible, and you should be able to compete with all or most vehicle and character combinations. You'll unlock plenty of vehicles to choose from, and each kart comes with its own bold personality. Stat-wise, there is a myriad of different variations across vehicles to experiment with and accompany your preferred racing style. I'm currently maining Princess Daisy in the Roadster Royale. Grand Prix mode is divided into 8 different cups to checkered flag and serves up some great new course design and reimagined classics. You might notice some angles and slopes remind you of ones from the past, and that's intentional. But it's not all about farming nostalgia, because Nintendo has changed its mind about what a racetrack actually is, whether you end up liking that decision or not. The classic 3-lap format of Grand Prix has been changed. The first course in every cup is raced just as always, but for the remainder, races begin on the way to the next track, ending just after a single lap. This is a decision that is going to justifiably bum a lot of players out. But hang tight, because in place of those few missing laps are connecting routes populated with baddies and obstacles that glue tracks together. These routes succeed in showing off more of the open world, but not being able to choose a lap race instead just feels wrong. If, however, you wanted more courses like Mount Wario in-game, 2-point courses, this will probably appeal to you. There will always be a place in my heart for traditional Mario Circuit, but my appreciation for the way this world is crafted and connected left me satisfied. If you'd still rather race courses in the traditional format, you can opt to do that by way of customizing the options in Verse Race mode, online by creating a room with friends, and by challenging your personal best in time trials. Now on to my favorite feature of Mario Kart World, Knockout Tour. This mode has its own set of 8 cups to challenge, except here, there's no time for sightseeing. Elimination rules are in effect across the world map, spanning the distance of 4 tracks without an intermission. Here, lagging too far behind is a problem, because at every checkpoint, a few more racers at the tail end get sent back to the pits. But leading the pack presents its own set of issues. With twice the competition and numerous routes to be ambushed from, safety is anything but guaranteed. Aiming to grind that telephone pole to a sneaky finish? You'd better land your jump just right. Got a super horn handy in case of a sudden blue emergency? A nearby lightning bolt could zap it to dust before you can say honk. Whether you're pitted against the die-hard karting perverts of the online meta, or spinning wheels solo an offline KO tour, the competition can be downright fierce. Don't expect pushover opponents at 150cc difficulty. Those guys have long since retired. In their place are honed enemy AI who are smart enough to abuse the best shortcuts in the game and get utterly vengeful if you manage to pass them. Thankfully, World offers the scenic route to balance out the tension. From the main menu, the plus button seamlessly drops you into free roam, an offline mode where you can explore the world at your own leisure. You'll see toads driving cars and trucks, bonsai bills blasting down highways, and public transportation moving denizens of the Mushroom Kingdom to and fro. Feeling hungry? Find a Yoshi's restaurant and collect dash food to unlock costumes for your racer. There is plenty of Nintendo nuance to appreciate while exploring, and the day-to-night cycle provides for some beautiful cartoon vistas. If you are a fan of the classic Mario tunes like I am, you're in for a treat. World's soundtrack boasts a huge collection of memorable music from the Super Mario series in great rendition, including some deep cuts from more niche entries like Super Mario Land 2 and even Yoshi's Story. You heard that right. A radio to skip through and replay tracks would have been a nice touch, but hearing new bangers pop in every so often is pretty hard to complain about. World's soundtrack is one of the best Nintendo has ever put together, and it truly succeeds in giving the open world the level of character it deserves. Free roam also lets you play photographer. Catch some sweet air against a nice backdrop? You can press the minus button to enter photo mode and capture your racer in action. If you take the time to toggle zoom, focus, and pose settings, you'll find you can create some quality snaps to save to your Switch 2's photo album. Littered throughout free roam are hundreds of micro-challenges in the form of P-switches, question mark panels, and shining peach medallions. Run over a P-switch and you'll be challenged to a timed endurance within radius of your current location. Sometimes you'll chase blue coins, navigate dangerous trails, grind hop across rails, and soar the skies to reach the goal in time. Completing these bite-sized challenges rewards you with a sticker you can place on your vehicle and player icon. Outside of those challenges and trying out all of Yoshi's available dash food, there is nothing more to do in free roam. That's it. Your mileage may vary, but after I soaked in enough of the open world and its challenges, it got boring. I had my hopes set on finding NPC quest givers, more characters, or carts to unlock, but no larger free roam objective currently exists other than hunting for stickers. Mariokart World is a charming salute to the franchise that dares to tinker with fundamentals, and it gets a lot right. The new modes, courses, characters, and carts make for a satisfying entry in the series, provided you don't mind the intermission routes too much. Doubling the racer count has allowed for more big moments during the span of a race, and the rail grinding mechanics make for more interactive and rewarding experiences on the track. Though the choice to remove kart customization may turn some players off, it has effectively lowered the barrier of entry for players to compete. Standing above all of these successes is the inclusion of the phenomenal Knockout Tour, which makes a strong case against racing the closed-circuit formula we've enjoyed since 1992. The extra challenge of 150cc difficulty also goes a long way in keeping things fresh and replayable offline. Free roaming the open world left me wanting more, and despite all of the marketing leading up to launch, players were given no content roadmap or promise of future support. That begs the question, can we expect this entry in the series to thrive as long, if not longer, than its predecessor? Nintendo has the capability of making Mario Kart World the best game in the franchise, but it will take listening to player feedback, expanding the options for them to play how they want, and making the decision to support World with meaningful content. If they do, they can expect Switch 2 owners to happily keep hitting the gas. So do I think it's worth the $80? Not yet, but hopefully soon. Superphase gives Mario Kart World an 8 out of 10. Thanks for taking the time to check out Superphase in our review of Mario Kart World. Don't forget to subscribe for more gaming reviews, updates, and discussions. We really appreciate your feedback and support. Be safe, be well, and cheers!